Good afternoon, student. So today we will start a new chapter number 11, that is perimeter and area. So first of all, we have already understood the concept of perimeter and the concept of area. So perimeter means what? If you want to find the perimeter of this green board, what you have to do? You have to measure the length of its boundary. That is, the total measurement of its boundary itself gives you the measurement of perimeter. Suppose you want to find the perimeter of a rectangle. So what you have to do? You have to measure the line segment of that rectangle and you have to do the addition of all the four line segments. That is your perimeter. So perimeter means, in short, you can say that total length of the given object, that is known as perimeter. You can find the perimeter of a rectangle, square, even irregular shapes also. If you have, you can find the perimeter. You can find the perimeter of a circle. So that we will discuss later on. Here we will concentrate only on perimeter and area of square and rectangle. So perimeter and area. So perimeter means total length of the given object. And what do you mean by area? Suppose you have this green board, consider this green board, and I keep any object on this green board. So what is the area of this mobile? So what I can do? I can just draw the outline, and this outline gives me the area of this mobile. So this is the area of mobile. But how will you calculate the area? That also we have learned length of mobile and breadth of mobile. If you have, then L into B, length multiplied with breadth, that will gives you the area. So area means what? If you consider this is your plane surface, if you consider this green board is your plane surface, on that plane surface, if you keep any object and that object, whatever region is covered by this object, that is the area of that particular object that we have learned in lower standard. Okay. So suppose here your length is 10 centimeter, breadth is 5 centimeter, then what is the area? 10 centimeter into 5 centimeter, which is equal to 50 square centimeters. This you have learned in 6th standard in perimeter and area. The same concept we use over here to get the more idea of perimeter and area of square and rectangle. So let's see in your textbook. So in 6th standard you have already learned perimeter of plane figures and areas of squares and rectangles. Perimeter is the distance around a closed surface, or you can say figure, while area is a part of plane or region occupied by the closed figure. Now here you will learn about perimeters and area of a few more plane figures. So squares and rectangle, Ayush and Diksha made pictures. Ayush made his picture on a rectangle sheet of length 60 cm and breadth 20 cm. While Diksha made hers on a rectangular sheet of length 40 cm and width 35 cm. Both these pictures have to be separately formed and laminated. Who has to pay more of framing if the cost of framing is rupees 3 per centimeter? I am not going to do any calculation, but we should know that if you have more length, if you have more breadth compared to the other, then your area of that particular rectangular region will be more. If the region is more, then you have to pay more. Area is bigger, then you have to pay more for laminating that particular sheet. So what we can say here? Who pay more? For that you have to find the area of rectangular sheet which is used by Ayush and which is used by Diksha. Whose area is more, that person has to pay more rupees for the lamination of that particular sheet, that we know. Okay. So here Ayush, for Ayush the length, the rectangular sheet, So if you consider this length breadth, so what is the area? L into B is equal to 60 into 20, 1200 square centimeter. So this is the rectangular sheet area which is used by the Ayush. And for Diksha, the length is equal to 40 and breadth is equal to 35. So let's see who pay more. Length is equal to 40 centimeter and breadth is equal to 35 centimeter. So area L into B is equal to what? 40 into 35. 1400 square centimeter. So whose area is more? Obviously Diksha's. So Diksha has to pay more rupees to laminate that particular rectangular region. Okay. Now next we have learned that perimeter of a regular polygon. Regular polygon means it's each and every side, if you are measuring, all the sides are equal. Such kind of polygon is only one, that is square, because square has all the sides are equal. So for that, perimeter is equal to what? 4 into side. If you consider square, so for square the perimeter is equal to what? This is a square. For square each sides are same. So for this perimeter is equal to what? We know that perimeter means sum of all these sides. In square all the sides are equal and each side repeated 4 times. So 4 multiplied by length, that is the perimeter for regular polygon. That is 4 into side also you can see, or 4 into length also you can see. Suppose you have a rectangle. Then what is the perimeter? This is your L, B. This is L, B, because in rectangle opposite sides are equal. So what is the perimeter for this? So perimeter is equal to sum of all sides. So L plus B plus L plus B. L repeated 2 times, B repeated 2 times. So 2 you should take out in bracket, L plus B. So this is the perimeter for rectangle. So these two formula you have to remember. And what is the area for square? S into S. And what is the area for rectangle? L into P. So this is two formula that you have to remember for area and 2 for perimeter. We will work out on these two formulas to solve the questions. So see in your textbook you have given figure 11.1, 11.2 and 11.3 what it means and how it will affect the area and perimeter. Now we will see this with the help of diagram.